Time now for our KSPR Closeup. We've all heard of ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. People often call it a cruel disease because even though people can still see, hear, smell, or even feel touch, their body is paralyzed. It happened to a Central High School student named Haley Stevens. Doctors say she was one of the youngest people in the nation to ever be diagnosed with the disease. Haley passed away last September, but her family and friends want her memory to live on. Joining us now is Gretchen Teague, Haley's mom. And Gretchen, thanks for being with us.
Well, thanks for having me here.
Well, this really baffled doctors at first. How old was Haley when she was diagnosed?
She was first diagnosed right after she turned 16. It was in February. Her birthday's in January. She started showing symptoms when she was 15.
Okay.
So.
And how long did it take them to even diagnose that?
We started actively pursuing diagnosis, probably September, and it was another 8 months before they said, this is it. And the thing about ALS is you can't have a disease, you can't have a test that says, hey, you have ALS. They just have to rule everything else out.
And plus she was so young.
Yeah.
It was hard for doctors to probably imagine.
Yeah, the doctor said, he said if she were 50, I would say this is ALS, but since she's so young, there's no way.
Right.
And then, bye.
Well, Haley was really active in school. Tell us about some of the things she did. She was in Kilties and...
She was in Kilties. She was in drama and choir and dance. And so our idea of this scholarship is that we would reward those students who are very active in at least 2 of those 4 areas, so that it would go back to a central student who is active like Haley was.
Now you have an event going on this weekend to help raise money for that endowment. Tell us a little bit about that.
It is a music festival. Haley's grandfather plays bluegrass, so we had the idea to put all these bluegrass bands together and have a festival. It's at Central on Saturday from noon to 6. There are 5 bands. And there's going to be raffles and food and all kinds of fun things to raise money for her scholarship.
And this was really something that she had as a wish?
Yeah, she, like I said, she was diagnosed right after she turned 16, which meant she couldn't give blood, the blood drive, and it really devastated her to not be able to give that back to the community. And so we had to come up with other ways that we could help her do that. And so this is one of the things that we've been talking about for quite a long time.
That's amazing. And you plan on doing something like this every year, right?
Yes.
Or you want to?
I want it to be a yearly thing. January is Haley's birthday, so we want to celebrate her life in January every year.
Gretchen, thank you so much for being with us, and good luck in everything that you do.
Thank you.
Well, let's go now to Craig with